What is your name?
Emma.
What decade were you a teenager and where did you live as a teenager?
I was a teenager at the very end of the 70s, 80s really, and I lived lived in Clonmel and then Wexford.
What is your name?
My name is Stephen Merriman.
And what decade were you a teenager in?
I was a teenager in the 80s.
Where were you living as a teenager?
I was living in the suburbs of Dublin.
What is your name?
Traynor.
What decade were you a teenager in?
I started my teenage years in 2000 and it spread into the after 2010s, let's say.
And where were you a teenager?
I was a teenager in the Hollywood area.
What is your name and when were you a teenager?
My name as a teenager.
What was your name and when?
Oh right, Carmel. When was I a teenager? 14, 15, in the 60s I suppose, yeah.
So what is your name?
John Merriman.
And when were you a teenager?
Oh, a long time ago.
In the 60s.
60s.
What is your name and when were you a teenager?
Joanne, and the 90s. Yes, I think I did, although it wasn't all easy peasy, but I think I found it an exciting time.
Why not?
It was kind of a messy time, lots of things happening.
At times, yeah, it was fun at times, like, you know. You could get away with stuff as you're a teenager.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it's a good time.
I don't know, can't remember.
No.
Why not?
It just wasn't a good time. It was a very confusing time. It was a very angry teenager, so it wasn't necessarily, looking back now, it wasn't a good time.
I did lots of reading, went to see films, listened to music, and studied to be a concert pianist. One of those might be untrue.
I was into camogie for. Thank you. I was into camogie for a bit, and then I found cigarettes and boys and other things to occupy my time.
Football.
Big fan of Gaelic football and any sports really. And then when the time came, going on the beer.
Well, it was really all we had at the time, like the radio and a bit of television, but we only had one station, so mostly would have been the radio or records.
I listened to the radio a lot. There wasn't that many channels in Ireland at the time, so you learnt songs by the first three bars, and then you swung down to the next one. There's also lots of commercials, and DJs had a habit of talking halfway through the songs, so you learn to know which one. Like guys like Dave Fanning used to play lots of alternative music, but then he discovered U2, so never forgave him for that.
Very rarely. I more awkward than rebellious, just making life awkward for people than being rebellious.
I'd say I wasn't really that rebellious. My parents wouldn't have thought I was that rebellious. I think I was quite a good teenager, although there were moments of rebellion, but I shall never divulge those moments.
Football.
Good music, good films, that kind of thing. Being left alone. It's great.
I suppose just being with friends, hanging around with friends, being out and about, yeah. Yeah, I think teenagers are similar. I think it's a time when you're changing and you're finding who you are in life, and it's you're trying to do things more independently. So I think all teenagers are like that. So yeah, they're the same.
No, we had more freedom.
Really? And why do you think that?
Because we were allowed to go out and about and do stuff like that you wouldn't allow your teenager to do. They'd go off on their own for the day. I mean, I was going dancing out in Bray at 16, which was a long way away at that time, you know.
It's a lot different now, I think, for teenagers, because we didn't have the access to social media that teenagers have now. We didn't have mobile phones, we didn't have, I think it was in fourth year by the time I even got to go near a PC, and that was just playing games on Maybe Speak and teaching typing. So, I mean, we didn't have the access to everything, so it was a little bit different.
No.
Why?
Because there's better ones out there.
Thought they were good until they ended, and then realised that, you know, once you're in your 20s, they're better.
It can be. It some of the times in my teens, I loved it. Then there's other times that weren't so great, but I would agree with it mostly, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. She'd probably say that I look really old, and she might think that I wasn't adventurous enough, maybe. But I think she'd like me. Whether she would be proud of me or not, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
Big change. You know, you grow up, you learn things, you learn you don't know everything.
Probably not, no. Because they realise I haven't changed in about 15 years.
Oh yeah, I think I would definitely tell her just to be true to herself and just to do what she is interested in life, and just to really follow her own path.
Tidy your room. No, I'd probably tell them, you know, just keep the head down and actually do a bit of study this time.
Do better in school. You got lazy in 5th year.
Live in the moment.
Win more medals.
Yeah, to cop on and not be so angry. And don't do it. Whatever it is I'm thinking about, don't do it.